entering week one as the guy? What's kind of rolling through your mind this week?
Just excited to get back on the field. We've worked hard all summer and spring, really since the season ended last year to get to this point. So I think all the guys are just excited to get back in the Bill and be around the fans and just go out there and look to secure our first win of the season.
And as a complete offensive unit, where do you think you guys made the most improvement throughout the last month?
Probably just our depth at positions everywhere. I feel like our running back room and receiver room is really deep this year. And then, we have a lot of offensive linemen that are young in a sense, so where we have some new guys taking the field for us this year, but they did a really good job this spring and fall, and we're a lot deeper in those positions than people think. And then our quarterback room, we came together. We came really close this fall camp, and those guys in there pushed me every day to be the best version of myself. So I really think we're deeper than a lot of people might think.
Your coach was asked about having a young quarterback making his first home start. How did you manage that? And he said, I don't need to manage Avery at all. I just let him do his thing. Are you worried about your nerves leading up to the game?
No, just based on the fact that I've prepared for this moment my whole life, and if I wasn't prepared, then there would probably be some nerves there. But I'm just super blessed to be able to go out there and be able to play the game that I love, and be able to play at a school like Kansas State where the fans have so much support. So I don't feel like there's any pressure there to go out. I just got to go out there and do what I've been doing my whole life, and that's just having fun playing the game.
How fun is this offense to operate?
It's a bunch of fun. We have great coaches. I have a whole bunch of pieces around me that just go out, that make my job 10 times easier when I go out there and play. So it's just pretty much just getting those guys the ball and letting them do their thing from there.
Avery, is there anything you're looking to prove to people this season as a quarterback?
I feel like the only battle is just me competing with myself every day, and I wouldn't say there's anything I have to prove to anyone, because I know what I'm capable of, and everybody inside this building knows what I can do whenever I have the football in my hand. So there's nothing really I have to prove to anybody or do this certain thing on the field to show that I'm this type of player. It's just going out there and playing my game, and at the end of the day, I just want to win football games. So whatever I can do for the team to help us win.
I also wanted to ask one about your offensive line. You lost a couple guys from last season, but Hadley is back. I was wondering, what kind of presence he's been for the front five during training camp? He's
been really a role model and a great leader. I look to him at times whenever I get frustrated, and he helps calm me down, and vice versa. If he has anything that he ever needs to get off his chest, he can come to me and talk to me about it. So it's great having a leader right there next to me whenever we take the field. But I definitely think he's been doing his part and helping those younger guys get ready for the season.
Coach talked about how deep the tight end room is and sort of the players in that room. How comfortable do you feel with that room, and I guess how important are they for you as the quarterback?
Yeah, I love those guys, and a lot of times, people can kind of overlook, the depth and growth we've made at tight end. But I feel like that Kansas State as a whole does a really good job of, developing tight ends and, getting our tight ends involved in the game plan. So I definitely think we're a lot deeper than people might give us credit for. But we have some really good guys that can not only catch passes but really help us in the run game as far as blocking.
I know it's still early in the week, but what have you seen from UT Martin's defense, and sort of what challenges do they present?
Yeah, they're a really talented team, and people don't give them enough credit for that. They won a bunch of games last year and were really successful. So they have a lot of talented pieces at all levels, secondary, front line, and even second level. They have a lot of talented guys. It's just kind of going out there and kind of letting Coach Riles and Coach Wells kind of game plan and scheme them up, and then giving my 2 cents here and there whenever they ask for it.
Avery, is there someone on the team that you feel like isn't being talked about enough? Someone that's kind of floating under the radar that you feel like should get more pub?
I feel like really the biggest person is DJ Giddens, and every K-State fan knows how talented DJ is, but I feel like he doesn't get talked about enough on a national level. DJ is one of the best, if not the best running back in college football, and nobody gives him enough credit for that. And it might just be because he just kind of goes about his business in a different way, but he's special when he gets the ball in his hands. And I really think he's going to have a great year for us and just continue to, be himself on Saturdays.
Avery, when you have gone good on good against the defense, how tough were they to compete against when you would go up against them?
Yeah, our defense is really tough just because how many people we brought back and how experienced they are and how much college football that those guys have played. So they did a great job of mixing up a whole bunch of different looks for me this spring and fall. And I got to take a bunch of different snaps and reps against some of the better defenders in this league. And luckily I get to go up against them every day in practice. So they definitely presented a whole bunch of different challenges to me, but being able to get that in training camp would definitely help me as the season goes on.
And with this being your first start, is there extra people coming from home to see you in your first start or anything?
To be honest, I have no idea. I kind of let my parents handle all that, and then if people do end up showing up, then I'll see them after the game. But pretty much I kind of just handle out of my friends who's going to come to the game, and I have a handful of friends that are going to come up and make it to my first start. But as far as different type of family members, I know my grandpa will be here, and my parents and brother. So other than that, I couldn't tell you.
Avery, just real quick, I would like for you, if you would, to describe for us what it was like getting to know Matt Wells in the beginning and what your relationship is like now after these months.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because the first time I talked to him was after the bowl game, and I was actually in Puerto Rico. I talked to him on FaceTime, and I feel like it just kind of clicked right from there because he kind of was giving me, kind of a rundown of, what he was excited for and different type of stuff like that. So whenever we did hire him, I was really excited that we got a mind like Coach Wells, and then just kind of growing with him through the spring and fall. It's weird because whenever I have a play that I take a rep and I'm like, okay, I need to talk about this play after, or I have a question about a play, I'll come to the sideline and I'll ask him about the question, and 9 times out of 10 he has the same question written down. So it's like we're always on the same page, and it's almost like he's reading my mind out there at some times, and that's definitely a great position to be in with your offense coordinator or co-offense coordinator.